All right. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome to the Logan's Hour. Today promise to be a very great edition again of the Logan's Hour. Today we promise to bring you quality broadcast as we interview members of the board of the Grand Bassa Association, the EDN chapter. So today I can rest assure you as you are here, sticking still. Today promise to be good. Until we get the ball in, enjoy yourself with some beautiful introduction.
In a tune.blog.com.
Papi, why you coming from your breathing like that?
My daughter. Hey, my daughter, yeah. The old people can say that curiosity kill the cow. What your no problem again?
Papi, I really don't have problem. But the way you breathing, sir, it like you running somewhere.
My daughter? Ha, yaka. If I give you the little G's, you yourself will be running to the same player running. So you just hold it there.
Papi, Papi, play on me now, lay on me. You know I your daughter too now.
My daughter, guess what? I had to run away from Wego. Ha, yaka. Tuesday and Thursday, they got one show in town they call it Logan's Hour. Man, that boy can talk the thing that are happening in Indiana. Even when you steal, even you doing wrong thing, the boy will talk it. You doing the right thing, the boy will praise you.
For real, Papi? No, that kind of thing that we want here all time, yeah.
My daughter, I'm telling you, let me tell you now. Logan's Hour come on every Tuesday and Thursday, 6 o'clock p.m. And when you want to watch Logan Hour, you gotta be on time, or else you watch the show after the show. But guess what?
What, Papi?
Just go to Facebook and subscribe to Logan Hour. You go to YouTube, you subscribe to Logan Hour. Anytime Logan Hour coming on, you will get notification. That the notification made me running at the door, my daughter, because I won't be laying back in my living room, man, and get ready to call on that show.
Papi, thank you so much for the information. But I see Tommy walking, coming it out. I don't know if that he looking at too. Oh, Tommy! Tommy!
Oh, what's that? What you calling my name that for? What you calling my name that for? Take your time and you get. I'm watching my Looking Hour. Don't got distract me, yo. Wait now. If you ain't got what to do right now, we're already enjoying ourselves. You better get involved with the fries, girl. Tommy, say that to the
In a tune.blog.com.
Papi, why you coming from your breathing like that?
My daughter. Hey, my daughter, yeah. The old people can say that curiosity kill the cow. What your no problem again?
Papi, I really don't have problem. But the way you breathing, sir, it like you running somewhere.
My daughter? Ha, yaka. if I give you the little G's, you yourself will be running to the same player running. So you just hold it there.
Papi, Papi, play on me now, lay on me. You know I adore too now.
My daughter, guess what? I had to run away from Wego. Hayaka. Tuesday and Thursday, they got one show in town, they call it Logan's Hour. Man, that ball can talk the thing that are happening in Indiana. Even when you steal, even you doing wrong thing, the ball will talk it. You doing the right thing, the ball will praise you.
For real, Papi? No, that kind of thing. No one year, what time, yeah?
My daughter, I'm telling you, let me tell you now. Logan's Hour come on every Tuesday and Thursday, 6 o'clock p.m. And when you want to watch Logan Hour, you gotta be on time, or else you watch the show after the show. But guess what?
What, Papi?
So, just go to Facebook and subscribe to Logan Hour. You go to YouTube, you subscribe to Logan Hour. Anytime Logan Hour coming on, you will get notification. That the notification made me running at the door, my daughter, because I won't be laying back in my living room, man, and get ready to call on that show.
Papi, thank you so much for the information. But see Tommy walking, coming it out. I know if I he looking at too. Oh, Tommy! Tommy!
Oh, Bassa, what you calling my name like that for? What you calling my name like that for? Take your time and you get. I'm watching my Logan Hour. Don't got distract me, yo. Wait now. If you ain't got what to do right now, we're already enjoying ourselves. You better get involved with the fries, girl.
All right. We already enjoying ourselves, so you can get connected right now. Get involved with the fries. So those of you who just following us for the first time, want to say thank you for joining Logan's Hour. And those of you who always follow us, want to say thank you as well. Those of you who celebrated your birthday in the month of August, want to say happy birthday, anniversary. Want to say happy anniversary. To my dear big sister, Fasia Hilton, I want to say happy belated birthday. I know yesterday you celebrated your birthday. I know you're celebrating a grand style. Trust me. I know it. But today we will be having the Grand Bassa Association, the Indiana chapter board members. We have the director of the board and the co-chair. So we have Mr. Samuel Law, Pastor Dr. Samuel Yukonje Law will be here today. And we'll also have Mr. Alvin Beto Logan, who will also be part of this conversation. He's the co-chair to the board. They will be telling us more, as you can see the flyer. The flyer said they will be giving us updates on the status of affairs of the Bassa Association and as it relates to the 2023 convention. So today promises to be a very great show again. It's a very, very, very exciting thing to be up here to speak to people of the kind of caliber. Dr. Samuel Law, Mr. Alvin Logan, those guys, trust me, they are not just ordinary. So to find ordinary men at me here coming to it's a privilege. It's a privilege to have the both of them today on here. So I want to say to all of you who just joining us here, if you have questions for today's program, you can put your question in the comment section, or if not, you can also ask your question through the phone calls, and we will have the lines open at the end of the program. And trust me, all of you will be heard today. Whatever question you want to ask, you will be entitled to ask your question. And today, I promise today will be very interactive. Trust me. Yesterday we had an issue with the lines. The line was like bubbling, at least, and we work on it. We work on it now. So we expect that today will be much better than yesterday. So I'm asking all of you who just joined for the first time, share the show. Share the show with somebody who don't know the Bassa Association is coming on. And I'm asking you, share the show. So if you don't know what we're about to discuss today, we'll be discussing what you see exactly on the flyer. But we're going to be right back. We're going to take this short intro video, and we'll be right back. All right, all right, all right. Today we have the Bassa people will be with us shortly. We have tons of Bassa people. I can see them joining the conversation right now. So if you want to know how you can become a member of the Bassa Association, you can see it on the scrolling text. You can see the membership, how to become a member, and what are some of those things that are going to happen. I see the chairman on planning and program, Mr. Jeremiah Chia. He's following. He know his board chairman and the co-chairman will be in studio today, so he got to take notes on everything they're going to say here today. I see the king, the Bassa king, the king UJ Doswa is also following, and I think we got the information that the king will be in town here tonight because the king said he heard that the Bassa people will be going against the Liberian old timer of Indiana, and he have to be here for that game because never in history that the king will play for the Unibois and Unibois lost the game. So we expect the king to be here. Habak Kran and Rehab Kran. We want to say all of you who watching us here, we want to say thank you for joining us. And all of you who will join us later on as well, thank you so much. And today we want to say we will have the board chair and the co-chair here as well. And Mr. Ivan Logan is pretty seated. I can see him sitting right now, waiting for Dr. Law to soon join the program. And Dr. Law will be joining the program shortly. But before we bring in Mr. Ivan Logan, I see Martha George from the Unibois. That's the Ways and Means chair lady. She's watching as well. Thank you, Martha George, for joining this program. And all of the Bassa people who here for the first time, Sis Isabella, thank you too for joining. All of the Bassa people who here for the first time, come on and listen to the board members of the Indiana chapter, Mr. Ivan Logan and Mr. Samuel Duganji Law. And Fasia can't be here today because she had other engagements, but other board members will come on in subsequent times when the need becomes available. So we want to say to all of you joining us here, we want to say thank you today again. Today promised to be a very great edition. But I had a little piece from one of my brother, and I don't know if I have the time. I want to just browse through that little piece. I saw it. I don't know if I can put it on my screen, but if I can put it on my screen, I can just go through it right here. If I think it's a real long one for the screen. And that came from one of our brother. His name is Samuel D. Farquharson. He's a strategic rhetor and an eminent personality. He lived in the Indianapolis, Indiana areas. So he wrote a nice piece. It's just a little welcome to all of the Bassa people, reminding them of where we came from and how far we have come. If we work together as a team, the progress we can make as a unit. So it is a unique piece. So I can try to read it because I think it's like 2 pages or 2 page. So until Mr. Lord join us, I think I can just browse through it so the Bassa people can know that we have some smart Bassa people here as well. So while we have the chairman sitting right now, before I bring the chairman on, let me say the co-chair on. Let me find out from Mr. Dr. Samuel Yukonje Law to make sure he's hopping on here right now because I see the Bassa people are waiting. They are waiting to hear from the board chair and the co-chair. So Mr. Law will be on here shortly, but if we can get Mr. Law, then Mr. Ivan Logan will go. All right, so Mr. Samuel Yukonje Law, I think, Mr. Law, are you there? All right, so Mr. Law will be on here right now. He just confirmed that he already has the link. So those of you who joining us for the first time from other states coming to Indiana, well, we have a brilliant piece welcoming all of you and reminding of Basodian on all the people from the Qua speaking counties, the Magibi County, Mosorado County, Riverside County, as well as the Grand Bassa County. We have our brother Samuel D. Farquharson, who wrote this unique piece here. Because my mom is watching this program, I think I'm going to take my own time and read it. I ain't going to be too fast reading it because my mom want to understand everything in this little piece here. So while we're waiting for Mr. Law, if I see Mr. Law is waiting in the studio, then I'm going to bring the co-chair, Mr. Ivan Logan, on, and I'm going to bring Mr. Samuel Yukonje Law on. So let's just go through the little piece. It's very short and sweet. So we're going to take our time and go through it as quick as possible. Mr. Samuel D. Ferguson, strategic writer and eminent personality, Indianapolis, Indiana. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, and esteemed members of the Bassa 32nd Convention, welcome to this great gathering of unity, celebration, and progress. Today, we stand together on this hollow ground in Indiana as representatives of the vibrant and diverse Bassa community. It is a true privilege to address all of you, and I am deeply honored to pen these words. That's my brother Ferguson. Let's hear what about pen here. The boy no bull. Trust me, when my dear president Real Basi got said about little things, say about no bull. I gotta put it all on Facebook. Yeah, so when I saw it, I say I'm gonna say I was thrilled by that. So I gotta repush on it. I'm sorry about that. Anyway. All right, so let's go through it. He said this convention is a testament to the power of unity as we come together from all corners of the world, bound by our shared heritage, tradition, and values. We have traversed great distance, leaving behind the comfort of our homes because we understand the significance of this movement. We gather here to celebrate our past, embrace our present, and envision a future that is both prosperous and inclusive. The Bassa community is a tripartite woven with hardening of resilience, strength, and unwavering spirit. Our history is the testament to the indomitable human nature as we have overcome countless challenges and emerged stronger each time. We have preserved our cultural identity, language, and tradition, passing them down through generations, ensuring our legacy live on. However, today is not just about reflecting on the past, it is about embracing the present and forging a brighter future. Our community faces unique challenges, and we all are responsible for addressing these hands-on. Together, we must empower our youth, instill a sense of pride in their Bassa heritage, and equip them with the tools they need to face the world confidently. This convention serves as a platform for collaboration, dialogue, innovation, and innovation. It is a space where ideas are born, initiatives are launched, and partnerships are formed. Let us seize this opportunity to engage in meaningful conversation, exchange knowledge, and explore avenue for growth and progress. Today, we have built bridges and connect us to the broader world, fostering understanding, tolerance, and unity. In our pursuit of unity, let us also celebrate the rich diversity within our community. The Bassa people are a mosaic of talent, skills, and aspiration. We are artists, entrepreneurs, educators, healthcare professionals, and more. By recognizing and harnessing the diversity, we unlock the immense potential that lies within our community. Let us support, collaborate, and uplift each other, for our collective success is intertwined. As we gather here, let us not forget the importance of preserving our cultural heritage. Our language, music, dance, and costume are the trends that bond us together. They are the essence of who we are as a people. Let us pass them on to future generations, ensuring our tradition remain alive and vibrant. Let us also embrace the wider world, sharing our culture with open hearts, fostering intercultural understanding, and building bridges of friendship. In conclusion, the Bassa 32nd Convention is not just a movement in time. It is a testament to our unity, resilience, and determination. Together, we are a beacon of hope, progress, and cultural pride. Let us seize this opportunity to strengthen our bond, ignite the flames of change, and chart a course toward a future that define the unity, prosperity, and inclusivity. Thank you, and may this convention be a resounding success. His Excellency Samuel D. Ferguson. So that was our brother Samuel Ferguson. You know the man. The man we could call him Faco. The man is a very smart guy, young guy. But there's a real touching piece. And I saw my brother Riggs, the way Riggs were like, oh my gosh, the boy, yeah. But Ferguson, want to say thank you. Well, we really appreciate the little piece here. I was trying to read it a little slower for my Oma who watching it on YouTube to understand what we're trying to say. But the next time when we come here, we will also call the president of the Bassa Association to better interpret this to us in both English and the Bassa vernacular. So, Mr. Riz Basikia, get ready for that. The next time we meet here, you'll be explaining this to us in the Bassa vernacular and in English. So, with all due respect, we're going to go ahead now and bring in the second most powerful person on the board, Mr. Ivan Logan, CEO, Assure Residential and Consultant. And then he will come on and introduce to us the board chair. So, let's, with all due respect, we're going to go in and bring in Ivan Beto Logan. Mr. Logan, how are you?
Thank you, Philip. Thank you. Thank you for today. And also thanks to all of your audience for participating in today's show. And you know what's going on, right? All road lead to Indianapolis.
Yeah.
So we are ready. And I don't know what you're ready for me to introduce, but let me just give a shot. All right.
Go ahead.
So with that being said, my dynamic board chair, Dr. Reverend Law. I think most of you guys have heard of Dr. Law, and you know him personally. He's a great man, man of dignity and honor. And I respect Dr. Law a whole lot. He respects everyone, despite your personality or who you are. He doesn't look down anybody. He respects everybody's view. But trust me, he's very strong when it comes to decision making. You don't slide away easily if you don't live by the rules. And I respect Dr. Law for that. With that being said, Dr. Law, you are welcome on the Logan's Hour.
My man, you just flatter me, man.
That's who you are, Dad.
Thank
Dr.
you.
Law, how are you?
Well, I'm doing great. Yeah.
So we also were sending the invitation out to the members of the Unibois who's in town here. Probably some of them will want to be part of the program with you people. They are also welcome too. If they want to, they can ask you people, send your text message. We'll also send the link. They will be able to give us more insight from their own side, comparing it to the Indiana side. So I want to say welcome again, Dr. Law, and thanks to you and Mr. Ivan Logan, co-chairman, for honoring this invitation again today to talk about the 32nd convention that will be held in Indianapolis for the first time. Let's just say that one, not even Indianapolis, entire Indiana for the first time. So this is a real movement that even up to now, the president, he stayed overwhelmed by the kind of support he's been getting from his team, supporters around, and the community as a whole. So it's all to you and Mr. Ivan Logan today to drive us through the status of the Bassa Association, because we saw on the flyer here they say you people are going to give us the status of the Bassa Association. You're going to tell us about the convention, what should we look up to, what to say the board is doing. So we're just going to give it to the board members and just sit down and listen to y'all. Dr. Law, we're going to start with you saying you are the big man right here. We'll ask you to introduce yourself first. Then we'll go to your co-chair to introduce yourself. Then we'll come back to you to take the first question.
Logan, which one introduction you want again?
Just go ahead again.
I've been saying everything.
Say, buddy, Dr. Law, the pastor for that chair. Wherever you come
Okay,
down,
thank
now
you.
you be the chair for the service.
Okay, I'm Reverend Dr. Samuel Law. I'm the pastor of All Christian Assembly and also the board chair of Uniblaga. And I'm happy to be here looking again. Like we discussed the Bassa people issue. The other time I was here, I was discussing church issue.
Mm-hmm.
But today is the Bassa people on the issue. And I'm so happy to have the co-chair with us here. He was just trying to introduce me, but I've not seen someone that is down to earth like the co-chair. with all his status, he's a man that I don't know. From the time I got in contact with him, and I like I see how people look. And sometimes when someone far from you, you will not know them or they get close to you. And I've seen a lot of qualities in him. And I think if we work together as we are doing, along with the other board member, Fasia, Hilton, and the Reverend Willie, and Mr. Chukong Bayu, we can move this chapter to a level that will be second to none in the United States. And before I can rest my case, let me start to first of all say welcome to all our delegates from other state. I was just monitoring Unibrow page. People just coming, taking photo while in the plane, while at the airport. People are so excited. And I think I saw 6 minutes after 6, the chairman of the board said at 5 minutes away from the ground, and I saw the plane and I could see the ground and I saw his photo he posted. So probably the co-chair, Mr. Thomas, is already in town. And we are so excited. And as you said, when they are watching, anybody want to come on, just shoot us a text, and then we will send it over to the host, and then you will bring it on so we can discuss all things Bassa people.
Thank you so much, Honorable Board Chair, Mr. Samuel Yukonji Law. So we'll go to Mr. Alvin Logan. Just give us your little intro before we can go through it there.
Yes. As you all know, some of you know me already, and some don't. For those that don't know me, my name is Alvin Better Logan. I'm from one of the 4 Bassa counties. And as you all know, we have our counties, Grand Bassa, Riverside, Magibby, and Maserati. So I think when people look at that critically, they know very well that the Bassa people dominate Liberia. If we put our unit together in all of the different counties, we are more. And we can coordinate that very well. And that is what we are trying to do within the United States to bring in more coordination among the Bassa speaking people. And with that being said, we have some of our few dynamic, well, intelligent, smart individuals who has been putting some of those things into place. Let me first of all introduce our president who was here last night, Honorable President Rex Bassa, and his dynamic wife, Thelma, who is taken over by Rex Bassa. And those 2 individuals initiated the entire process called unit boycott in the Indianapolis area. This is the Hoosier city. And within Hoosier, we do a lot of great things. And Hoosier has great people. Like some you can see tonight, you got our dynamic co-chair, our dynamic board chair, who is Dr. Law, very intelligent, smart individual, who when I first met him, I was like, wow. We got all these smart Bassa people in town. I was a little nervous to even sit and commute with them, but the Bassa people get one of the best brains, I can tell you for sure, in Liberia. And with that being said, we are inviting everybody, not just the Bassa speaking people, from Riverside, Magibby, Maserati, and Grand Bassa, but everybody to come over and see how the Bassa people gather together, embrace each other. I know people may not know, but we are the people of hospitality. We embrace everybody into our gatherings. And with that being said, we want to say, come, enjoy. It's going to be Friday, today, the meet and greet, Saturday, Sunday. I know you're going to see one of the best soccer players coming over, our dynamic president, Rex Bassa. I think he will be on our field as well. So we want to enjoy this day. We want the Bassa people to play. We want the Bassa people to come up with some of the best brain, best ideas, not just to say, oh, we're going to give back to Grand Bassa or we're going to give scholarship. But as the president stated, we want to do some big thing in Liberia as a Bassa people. We want to come up with structure that will be recognized by. We have a lot, and Dr. Law and I here tonight will be addressing some of those things that we think our visions for our Bassa counties. And I know with our big brains coming over to have the great convention with our national president and our national board chair. I know we will do exploit these 3 days, and I know it's going to be a lot of fun. So please do not hesitate. Do not stay home. Join this great body and enjoy the Bassa people. You will get some dumber, if not possible, some real nice food. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ivan Logan. So you got it for yourself. So let's go to the board chair, Mr. Samuel Yukonji Law. He will drive us through what we have, the status of the boat. Mr. Law, it's up to you.
Yeah, I think our purpose here is to basically promote our convention, call upon the community to show up on basically 2 days that we want to stress. Those days today, it's just meet and greet today, meeting all this. If you're not a Bassa person, and someone asked me today at my job, they say I'm not a Bassa person, can I be part of the association? I say, yeah, we get affiliate members. We get people there that are not Bassa, but they just maybe the county don't have any structure, don't have any group, and they decide to just form part of a group, and they are in our group, and a lot of other country. Okay, I think the person I was telling you yesterday that decided to join the group, and so we are open to every. Today is the meet and greet, and it will be hosted at one of the convention chair house, Mr. and Mrs. Chair house. It is located at 3645 Newberry. And please check it over because I'm checking whether it's Newberry Drive or Cycle. It's not. I think can you check for me? It's not stipulated in the announcement there.
It just says 3645 Newberry.
Just Newberry what? Anyway, we'll just hold it as it is. It's in plain fee 46168. So today from 8:30 to 12, come there. We'll have enough to eat. We'll have enough to drink. Come and have fun. Come and meet our official. Come and meet our delegates. Come, let us hang out tonight, so you can see. Tonight is a prelude to what will happen on Saturday and Sunday. So just come and see the prelude. Probably it will really interest you, to be a part of the Saturday event and the Sunday event. Again, this whole thing, Indiana is blessed. We are the newest chapter on the block. Newest chapter. I think we have not gone even quite 3 years yet, but we were able to secure through the help of our dynamic president, His Excellency Rick Basigia and his wife. We were able to secure, and other leadership that wanted to secure this convention. We want to show to the Bassa people what Indiana can do. Listen, my people, like people here, we're going to make it beam off. All the people we made, y'all have to back up. Every meeting, and listen to me. The people hold Indiana at a higher esteem.
True.
Our first time we appear on the convention site, it was different from any other chapter. It was through that we began to get airwaves. We went Kentucky, they went Maryland, they went other places, and they saw what happened, and they said, "Look, this group is well organized. I think they can host our convention." So we will push it. They give it to us. We have made all the beam off. We want you to show up on Saturday, and I think Avi will be talking about the Queen contract. I'll leave it with him, and I will talk about the Sunday event.
Thank you.
We'll talk about the Saturday event. I'll talk about the Sunday event. So, but we want you to show up. We want to show up on all these events. I started making my contact. I started calling people. Look, come, and see what the Bassa people can do. Look, Indiana, let us make news. Let us make airwaves. Everybody from almost 20 states will be here. Will be right in Indiana. It's not a small convention. It's a very, very big convention. So we want you to come out and support the Bassa people, support the organization, and we are depending on you, our people, the Liberian people. We are depending on you, and other nationals that are part of our organization. We are depending on you to show up and show up bigly. Let me use the natural word. Show up bigly, and let us surprise the group that will be coming from all over the United States to Indiana. And as I said, I will leave that the day one with the co-chair. He will elaborate on the day one, what will be happening, and then I will come back and elaborate on the day three. Go ahead, co-chair.
I think the chairman has said it well in regards to what's going to be taking place today on Friday. the meet and greet. I think it's time that people come and network, because you will see some big brains and some dynamic individual you want to connect with. So, Chair, thank you for making that clear. But let's come back to Saturday, the big day, the Queen Contest, which will have our Royal Highness in there. Our goal is to take over this whole Queen Contest this year. When our dynamic president and his wife first initiated this process by going to Michigan, coming back and then we took our trip to Maryland. At that time, we're already one of the chapters, and we saw what they did to us. We thought we were going to win the Queen Contest on that day. But guess what? The guys came from the back in Maryland, and I think one of those areas won. But we came second. We did extremely well. Could you imagine our first time going to a convention and we came second? So we went loaded, but we're not fully loaded because we underestimated. We didn't know how they functioned then. But we told them, come to Indianapolis, the Hoosier state, and you'll see all of the sons of Hoosier and the great men and women of Grand Bassa County. And not just the great men and women of Grand Bassa, but all of our affiliates who support us, the Bassa people. We know we always support other tribes as well. But this time around, we, the Bassa people, and all of our friends will be present. And we are calling on everyone. When you come in for the convention on day 2, Saturday, please come with at least nothing less than $25. We are pleading with everybody that coming, all of our friends, nothing less than $25. We are taking this Queen Contest this time around. We will finish it up strong, and I know we are going in very, very strong. We can't lose this year Queen Contest. It is for the Hoosier state, and the Bassa people residing in the Hoosier state will take this. Could you imagine? We were as small as we are. We're much better now compared to when we went to Maryland. We were not that many. We came second. Can you imagine? Now I got Dr. Law right on my back, supporting right on my right hand side, holding me up, and I got my dynamic president, President Ray Spasigat, His Excellency, and I have our great co-chair, chairman, who is taken over by Ray Spasigat, and I also have our dynamic chair, what's his name, Jeremiah Chie and his wife. And we have also our SG, Anthony. And we also have a lot of great people that will be over there on that day. And we expect everybody to come loaded. We'll be there loaded, and we will finish this thing on Saturday. Saturday will be great, and we are coming fully prepared for all of the other chapters. Maybe the underestimated Indianapolis. When we went to Maryland, they underestimated us. They never expected us to come second. We were sitting there, the newest chapter on the block, and were able to come second during the Queen Contest. So I know our Royal Highness are sitting comfortable. She's sitting comfortably right now, and she's just waiting to put that crown on her head because the Bassa people are coming. I can make that announcement again. The Bassa people are coming. We are proud hospitality people, and we will be coming for that Queen Contest, and we are coming for the crown.
The Bassa people are coming.
And just to add on the co-chair, co-chair. Look, I don't know whether you have our queen photo.
Yeah,
Rebecca Matthews. If you have
my girl, I can download that shortly.
Yeah, download it, put it up. Let people see our dynamic queen. We are, and the co-chair make a promise. And I told you in that meeting that I'm going to be you 100%. We host the conference. We have to get the queen from here.
Yep.
Look, and let me tell you the Bassa people that come in. When you come in, you can good. You just enter Indianapolis. We can't joke here. When you can good. Because on Saturday night, now the Queen Contest will start at 8 o'clock from 8 to 1. We have 2 activities that night. Saturday, the second, from 8 to 1 a.m. So we come prepare. We're having 2 activities. One is the cultural heritage event. where our people, you will come and see our children performing, and their heritage. Come and see the Bassa dance. Come and see the dance from River Says. Come and see the dance from Grand Bassa. Come and see the dance from Magibi. And even the dance from Maserati. Come and see it. It's a cultural event. Now, listen, it's not free. It's $50 for admission. The essence of the convention is to raise money for project in Liberia. Therefore, both the Saturday and the Sunday event is not free. From 8 o'clock to 1 p.m. when you come, you have to pay $50 to enter for the cultural and the Queen contest. Come there. We have food there. We have drinks there. Come and have fun. And Rebecca got to be the queen. There's no way we will host this thing here and allow another state to come and take it here. It's not going to happen here.
It's not going to happen. We're taking this thing.
Your queen, you're going to tie your belt. I hope you brought the whole bank from your state. Yeah. Thank God we're here. We can run and come out. We can run to the ATM and come. We can run anywhere and come. We are our own house. We are our own house. We can get the telephone call. We must say, bring the whole bag, and it will come. But we have to make sure that Rebecca McGill win this thing. I saw somebody today, and they told me, they said, I come into that place just for the Queen contest. Because Rebecca is in our church, and she has made an announcement every day that she wants to win. She wants to win. So we're coming there to support her. She's from the Carrier Tabernacle of Praise. So all Carrier people, you all listen to me. Pastor Lord talking, you all can support Rebecca. Let our picture right there. If you don't know what our picture right there.
That's the dynamic queen right here.
That's the dynamic queen. We came second, our first time, and this time we're hosting, we have to knock it off. As the coach said, we have to knock it off. And we give our full support. And we're going to be there to support her to the fullest, that at the end of the day, she become queen of Uniboa, and they could come from Indiana. Private Tabernacle people, you listen to me. We're going to show up. You show up bigly, and the community show up bigly. Let us. She's from our community, so let us come there and show her love. Everybody, the whole community, the Liberian people that are in the community, please come. There's Rebecca McGill. Come, let us support her. Come, let us make her proud. The people should not come in our state and then win us and go and make big more. It's not going to happen.
That would not happen. That would not happen.
Thank you, coach. The coach has given his word. He said, we will not let it happen. And I told you, he said, no, I back you 150%. It's not going to happen. We have our president. We have our former secretary, who is Richard Boyer. Look, I said, look, we have men and women that can lock that thing down.
Oh, yeah.
We can lock it down.
We're locking it down.
And moreover, you got home advantage.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
So we're going to make use of our home advantage now. The Saturday event, the cultural heritage flea market down, and the Queen contest start at 8 o'clock. Now, there's a venue. The venue is at the Global Village Welcome Center, 4233 Lafayette Road, Indianapolis, Indiana, 46254. I think Logan will continue to put the address up so you can see it.
Thank you.
It's in the chat room. The Librarian chat room, everything is there, and so that you can really see. It's 8 o'clock. That's the Sunday event.
That's the Sunday event, Philip.
Yeah.
That's the Sunday event. No, don't Saturday event. You'll see the Queen on the other side. Saturday event is there. You see my center with the Queen on the other side. That's Saturday event.
I will download it here.
Download it. So I'm stressing this thing because the time is 8 to 1, but there are two events. The cultural heritage first, then from there, the Queen contest. Now, almost 4 hour business. Come, let us have fun. Come, let laugh. Come see the Bassa tradition. Come see all our dances from the various dialects. From the various groups that we have from Grand Bassa, from Riverside. Come and see how to perform. It's a colorful event. You will like it. You will not regret when you pay your $50 to enter. $50 is the admission fee. We just want to tell you because we don't come there and say, oh, they don't tell us $50 to enter. The essence of the convention is to raise funds. And we are appealing to you. Indiana want to raise the highest fund ever in Uniboa history. We want to be the first in everything. When they leave from here, let them be craving to come back. And they'll be bluffing and we'll say, no, we're not hosting now on the other side here. Let them leave from here and tell us we want to come back here again. And we'll be bluffing it now. So we are appealing to you. That is Saturday event. I don't know what the CEO got anything to say on the Saturday event. That is Saturday event. Is that's the main one we want you. The other aspect that all in the protocols aspect. But the one where we want you to come to start at 8 o'clock,
Yeah.
from 8 to 1. The cultural heritage and the queen contest. You just saw our queen. She's from this community. The community put a little 10 out to come and support Rebecca so that she can be the queen for Uniboa.
Go ahead, CEO. First up, before you go
Yeah.
ahead, want to introduce the one of the hosts of the Thank God is Fabulous, Professor Willa Pele. She just joined us because she said, "Hey, Philly, you say now all that you Bassa man, you be asking a Bassa opponent some simple question, coming out real question." So,
Yeah, we're
Professor
waiting for
Philly,
the real question.
Professor
Yeah.
Philly, welcome.
Thank you so much, Philip. And thanks to Dr. Lloyd and Alvin Logan for coming out here to support the Bassa people. My question for you both and the whole Uniboa. A lot of times we in the diaspora have these organizations with the intent of supporting our people back home. But what we forget is that the people who are supporting also need support. What do Bassa Uniboa do for their members in the diaspora that they can boast about?
Let me go first. Chair, my chair will come back. My chair will come on later to support what I'm saying. I think those are in the United States and mostly Uniboy. And let me specifically narrow it down to Uniboakai. Uniboakai is the chapter in Indianapolis in the Hoosier State. We coordinate with all of the Bassa people within Indiana, the one we can reach and the one we know speaks Bassa. What we do right now is the coordination. Our president makes sure we kind of connect with almost everybody. We're trying to connect with all the Bassa speaking people in Indiana, although we have not reached our target. But we're doing that, and we also have a gathering where we have our meetings most every often on a Sunday. And during that meeting, we have a lot of Bassa people come in. They will come up with different plans, different policy, and things that we can do for the Bassa speaking people within our Indianapolis. And because it's like we want to give back to the people in Liberia, but we just don't want to abandon the people that are giving back to the people in Liberia because we know that's their resources. So how can we be of help to them? Uniboakai is a very new chapter. We just started, and it was fortunate to go to Maryland and then or to capture the convention to come to Indianapolis. But we are still structuring. So within our structure, we have a lot of things that we want to coordinate with, how to meet our elderly people, to coordinate with them, make some things happen for them, maybe working with them on the social welfare area, and also trying to help them fill the forms, those things that they cannot do. And make sure but we're getting there gradually. We're working towards those steps. We are not there yet. We are still working because we just started. So I think Dr. Law, my board chair, will elaborate on that later. But we are trying strategically to get to all of our Bassa people, Bassa speaking people, and most often the elderly ones who came and cannot really do most of the things by themselves.
Good to see you, Mrs. Pele. Good to see you. And I heard a lot about you, and I sometimes watch your Friday. Not because when we can come and me, we're not watching. We are just people that just we can just read, but we can write. We just read your comment. We just watch you guys. So, and I tell people, some of us we always be at the back. So sometimes when you don't see you guys, it doesn't mean that we watch your program every time. So it's good to see you, and thank you for your service to the country. That what you guys do, your professor, and also take care of people, doing the nursing and doctor work is all good, and we appreciate you for what you do. Okay, what we do is that, as the co-chair said, we are the Youth Fund chapter, and this is our first time, it's our first convention, and we're even blessed to even host the convention since we're new. We are the newest chapter, in Uniboa. But what we do here in Indiana, whenever our member is sick or bereaved or having something, probably baby shower or any event that call for celebration, the group, we have our policy where we put money together and then each member put something together, carry it to that member, and then present it when you are bereaved. You're doing something. Now I will get back to our members, okay? And through those little contributions that we all put together, when you're doing something, maybe Mrs. Spade is doing something, she having a baby shower, or Mrs. Spade is bereaved, and then we put something together, and sympathize, and then find a time and just be with you and just talk to you, and for now, that what we're doing for now for our chapter, as the co-chair said, our most that we intend to do, and but we just got structure, and then the big task in our hand, and we have to take almost whole year and a half to plan this big task to make sure that we execute it the best way we can. But for now, that what we do is in our policy. Whenever something happens to our member, we try our weak way to be able to identify with them from our chapter end. I think that's a good question that you asked. When we go to the convention beginning tomorrow, these are questions that we're going to put forth. What are we benefiting as members, as chapter? What if something happened? What will the national do? We are just a local chapter. These are all good questions. But I'm going to tell you, I don't know what the national do. I'm going to tell you from our perspective as a chapter, local chapter within the general body, okay? Because it's run by chapter. Each state have their own local chapter, and then headed by this national leadership that go on all the chapter. But that's a good point you just struck, and we're going to ask the question. We're going to find it out during the convention. What is in this for us? In as much as we are helping other people also, when we need help, who help us? That's a good question. Suppose something happened that I can no more work, and I'm part of this group. What happened? You understand? I was working, helping, paying my dues, doing everything. But now, I can't do anything. Well, what can this organization do for me? That's a good question. And we're going to take it to the board, to the convention. We're going to put that as an issue so that we can discuss it, even if we come up with a policy, because that's a convention where we come up with policies and so forth. So, but thank you very much for bringing that up. And when you ask the question, I was like, wow, thank God it's not Logan asking, because you won't ask that question.
Yeah.
You won't ask that question. Yeah, but that's a good question, Mrs. Pele. And for us, that's what we do for now. But again, we are going to as you said, we are just forming ourselves. We're going to re-strategize and add more value to what we're saying, so that our member can feel that they're part of our organization.
Yeah, because there are a lot of things we want to do, but we just started. Go ahead, Philip.
Professor Peter. No, Professor Peter coming in, but I heard something a little cracking in her line, so I had to mute her when you speaking. Go ahead, Professor.
So thank you so much for those answers you're bringing forth. Though it's not going down well, but I will accept it for now. My next thing to you, you made a point. You said, I don't know what the national is doing. And that's a little bit scary. You just became a branch under an umbrella, and you don't know if the umbrella has holes or not, but you decided to go under this umbrella. That's scary for the people who joined it from the Bassa side in Indianapolis. So I would have thought you would have found out all this about the branch umbrella before coexisting with them, because I know as a chapter, you must pay dues to that overall board, right?
Yes, every
Yes,
chapter paid dues.
we do.
So with all those things you have to do, what do you have to get from the organization before you do that? It's not always about, we just want to take care of our people back home. And that's one of the biggest mistakes our little chapters and organizations in America do for our people back home. And at the end of the day, we get burnout because nothing is coming in the opposite direction. Everything is a one-way street. So I hope you would have found out. And like you said, you will go back and you will ask these questions to your chapter and see what comes out of it. So my next question, if you get back to the chapters and you find out really they have nothing in place to do for you, what will you do differently?
Okay. All right.
Okay, let me okay, Mrs. Pele. It's as I said, our chapter, the local chapter, has things in place for our members. I just gave you those examples, what we do for our members, our local chapter. Okay, when it comes to the national, We have national, then we have the local chapter. When it comes to the national, I think basically the reason why some of us join this group, it was not about ourselves, about what we will do to help our people that don't have. Again, I'm working, I got a good job, I can take care of myself. But how about our people that live way in rural areas, that live beyond the rural sector, that don't have the luxury, that don't have school, that don't have hospital, that don't have those facilities that we have here. So our journey was basically about how we can help. It was not basically about what we can get, but how we can help our people. As Redler said, most of the organizations that we form here is about how we help people outside. It's not about ourselves. But as I said, that's the point what I said. We are going to, in the convention, bring this out. In as much as we're helping, what can we do benefit? But and then we don't know why we join the organization. We join it because it's all about us helping our people back home. So anyone that in the position that want to help, and you want to join something to help. So that's from the perspective which I spoke. But it doesn't mean that we don't know how we join it. We know the reason we joined it. It was all about how we as Bassa people here from the 4 counties can put our resources together to help our people back home who don't have the luxury of what we have here, to make life a little bit easier for them. And the national have done well. They have contributed to schools and other stuff back home, which people are benefiting from. So it was all those things that we saw them. We said, okay, I think we can come on board to be a help, in that direction. But as I said, when it comes to how we being helped here, I don't know, because it will be something that we all have to go and discuss, because I don't think whether they have something there that that, again, I still be corrected. Okay, but it was just basically about how we will help people back home. Now, if we go for the convention and we bring this idea up, as a leader, as a board chair, there's the co-chair. Our leader as a leader, one thing is to have a power influence. Is to be able to influence the convention. Hey, there's a need that will look out for our own people that are helping. In order for us to not be burnt out, just in case something happened, what happened to us? We are helping. So for now, if they don't have anything in place, we can lobby, we can influence, we can speak to the convention delegates to say, look, hey, there's it. We can there's the eye opener. We can open the eyes of the delegates. Yeah. And the way I'm saying it, other people see the way I'm saying it. Oh, yeah, it makes sense. We are doing. Suppose we are not in a position to do. What happened to us? So that's something that we're going to look at the convention. As I said, I'm going to bring it out as an issue, and so that we can discuss it. And trust me, I don't think they're going to chunk it aside. No. We're going to look at it. We're going to give it. I know they're going to give it attention because it's something that will benefit everybody, not just the Indiana chapter that I'll be bringing it up. So again, as I said, thank you for that. Opening question, and I check everything down. We'll go for the convention on Saturday, and on Sunday, these are issues that we're going to bring up on other business, so that we can discuss and how we as members here will be benefited, as we also helping people back home. How I would be help here if we are not in the position. Coach, yeah?
Okay. Yeah, Professor Pele, you asked a brilliant question, and I applaud you for such a question. But with that being said, as the chairman said, we are a newly organized branch within Indianapolis. And also, our president visited a couple of conventions prior, and I visited one of the conventions. So basically, we got an insight of how UNIBOACA work. And we know very well that how they contribute towards activities and programs outside of the United States. And mostly it's 90%, let's say 95% about giving back to the different counties in Liberia, mostly Riverside, Grand Bassa County, Sorry, my daughter keep moving around, so I got distracted a little bit. So basically, River said my Gibby, Monserrato, and Grand Bassa counted. I think that's why it was heavily based on. And when we went for the last convention in Maryland, that question was raised. And we didn't get a clear answer on that, the same question you asked. And also, everything was about giving back. And somebody brought up the same question, but we didn't come to a resolution on this question. They were still contemplating on how they could give back. But currently, we raise every chapter, we pay dues. So for now, I expect those dues we pay, we can be able to help one another when somebody is experiencing some kind of a hardship. We pay dues every month and we raise some good funds. So for now, that's the strategy as to giving back to our individuals or one of our brothers or sisters within the United States, or mostly in our local chapter in Minneapolis, Indiana. But we don't know currently how much Unibuaka, the assembly, contribute towards the chapter when something happened to a particular individual. We have not seen that yet because we just started, and we will go through that as my board chair said. We'll ask the question again and say, hey, if something happened, that's why we call it our own deals. We can raise funds for our own people in our chapter. But what can you guys contribute towards what we will raise? So, and see how it will help that individual as well. But with that being said, we also not just looking at the funds, the financial aspect of things, but how can we chip in with those little things, visiting our editors, making them feel comfortable. Maybe there are something they cannot do. They have some kind of a paper to fill up, financial documents, all of those things that they can't handle. Maybe they want to get their green card. How can they get those things? Those are the areas we want to fill in those different gaps to help our people within Indianapolis, Indiana. And that will be all contributing towards giving back to our people.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ivan Logan. So, Professor, it's all yours again.
Thank you so much, Dr. Lloyd, and thank you, Alvin, for working on that question really hard. And we will be sitting
Professor,
around.
just to not cut you out, but I'm glad you are a crew more now Bassa person because you are going to shake table at that convention on Sunday.
No, they just told us we can be associate members, so I will join just to come and shake table.
That'll be great. That's what we want. We want our bread deal.
Shake table. Trust me.
But you know, at the end of the day, it's all of us Liberians. It's not even the tribes anymore because we are so interconnected that what you do for one, you still doing it for the other indirectly. And with your having the doors open to everybody to be a part of, it's a brilliant idea. And so we will be here, we will be listening, we will be watching. What we have to do, we will chip in and do our part, but we will still hold you accountable to take care of us too. Because if you water the house and you don't water yourself, at the end of the day, you will be a dry branch that cannot give out anymore. So thank you so much.
And Mrs. Spilly, I hope you will have the time on the weekend on tomorrow, the quiz contest and heritage night, and on Sunday the big night. Okay, which I'll be discussing just in a few minutes. That's the big night on Sunday, and we'll have another big night on Saturday. As you were here, I will explain about the quiz contest and the heritage day. So there's an open invitation to you, and our doors are open. I will start from the beginning. If your organization, if your country don't have any group here, and you want to form part of our group, our door is open to everybody, not just in the only Bassa people. You can be an affiliate member, which many people are, even non-Liberians, and they are still benefiting. And you know those things that we have for our members, they still benefited. And so, thank you again for that question. That's a good question. You know, normally we don't think about ourselves, right? We always think about other people than ourselves. Yeah, always. How I can help other person. How about you? You said need help. The day you need help, who will help you? That's the question we never answer. But we always think on how to stretch our hands. And the day we break down, other people will help me. Nobody can tend to us. And then we start to struggle. But that's a good point. And as Ivan said, we're going to put that on the floor again, going to brainstorm. Even if the national can help the local, local chapter, which the local chapter can in turn help the members, that would make sense. So that's a good point. And thank you for coming on. Thank you for asking the question. They are not any our question. Or we can answer it. We'll struggle with it.
Exactly.
We'll still gonna answer.
We will answer, but when we get stuck, we'll go back to the national and get those things addressed.
Understand, we just a new chapter under them. So the organization being in existence for over 30 something years. So we just come in there 2 years, 2.5 years ago. We don't know everything. We're still learning. As we attend the convention, as we read their policy and so forth, we're going to learn more and more about. But again, the objective of the organization is so good that you can't want to pass by when you see it and when you hear it and you see those things that the organization has done back home, and you just don't want to pass. If you don't want to have the heart or compassion, I want to help your people back home, you will not just pass by. With that being said, again, let me stress the Saturday event and go to Sunday. Saturday is from 8 to 1. We have 2 events going on. $50 for admission. The cultural heritage night. Come and see what the Bassa people can do. If you're not seeing the Bassa people culture, come. It's a very colorful night. You will like it. It's a very colorful night. Come and see our kids dance. Come and see the other. Just come and see how we do things as Bassa people. $50 to enter. And when you come in, you will see the cultural night, the cultural event, and also you'll be partaker of our queen contest. Again, Mrs. Pele, Rebecca from Indiana, you come and support our own. So please mobilize on the ladies, please, on your show. We want to see you that night, on Saturday night, to come and support Rebecca. We don't want to hold this convention and then the queen is taken from another state. It's not going to happen.
It will not happen.
It will not happen.
No, that will not.
So let me start on the Sunday event. Then the CEO will help me on the Sunday event. The Sunday event in the morning, we'll have our regular session, which member session, boo, and other session. But the one with the 10 auto is the sporting event. It runs from 1 to 5 because people have to go break and come back at 8 for the main event. So from 1 to 5 is the sporting event. And I saw that it said Unibrow versus
LeBron Otama of Indiana.
LeBron Otama, of Indiana FC. So that would be at the 62 Park. 52, 53 West 62th Street. Indianapolis, Indiana 46268. There where it would be for the sporting event. So right after service, I'm gonna go to church. My pastor to go preach. Right after service, we'll just go straight. We'll just continue our course and go straight to the park. And thank God it's from 1 to 5. So from there, we'll all come back home, get ready for the main event. And we are opportune for the 32nd anniversary to have Honorable Edwina C. Zappa serving as our keynote speaker for this occasion. She is a brilliant Liberian woman, and she is the chairperson for the Liberia Telecommunication Authority, the chairperson of the board. She has accepted our invitation. She will be in the United States to grace this occasion. So we are so happy to have a woman, speaking for us. I think the last time I was not in Maryland, but I was in Kentucky. We had a man, speaking for it was Abraham Darius DeLong, who was our keynote speaker, the one that we had in Kentucky, right? I think, right?
Yeah, I was there. Yeah,
it was Senator DeLong. Yeah, it was Senator DeLong who was our keynote speaker. I didn't go to Maryland convention.
And the one in Maryland was Stanton.
Stanton Witherspoon, good. So we'll be having men. So they straight the election. They said, look, let us get a woman coming to speak to us. Now every time we call a man. So we are so happy to have Honorable Edwina C. Zappa, who is the chairperson of the board for the Liberia Telecommunication Authority in Liberia, speaking for us on Sunday night. Now the event for Sunday will take place at 8 o'clock. From 8 to 2, that 2 events happening at the same time. We'll be having the official program on Sunday night, followed by a ball. So those that can party and right after the official program, the guest speaker finish speaking, everything, after induction and everything, then we'll go strictly into the ball. We'll have food, we'll have drinks, and everything will just be there. But here is the catch. For our VIP, it's 200. For our couple, 100. Single, 75. So I think I would prefer going as a couple to pay 100 to go as a single and pay 75.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
So that's the admission for the Sunday event.
But provided if you have a partner though.
and I didn't go, I didn't go for the Maryland, but the one we had in Kentucky. Look, I was so excited. Everybody was coming in there. Yeah, I think CEO and Arsenal almost side each other. We're not right. Bro, yeah, we just member. Yeah, beautiful wife. Myself, my beautiful wife was sitting close to each other. Yeah, I think we share table.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. It was fun. It was fun. He said everybody coming in 2 by 2. Everybody coming in 2 by 2 by 2. It was a jam-packed place that night. Yeah. And I see what they can do. So, and again, we are the hosts. I'm appealing to all our members. We are the hosts. Let us be on time. Wow. Let us be on time. It's 8 o'clock. Hey, Liberian. 8 o'clock. Not Liberian time. We live in America. We can be living in America. Be using Liberian time. It does not make any sense. Oh. You want Liberian time? Go live Liberian. Use Liberian time. You're in the United States. We got one time here. It's the United States time. It's 8 o'clock Eastern time. So we encourage our members to be on time. I think I will get CEO chance. I'm talking too much. I'll get CEO chance.
You're on point. You're on point, Dr. Lord. You're on point.
Okay. CEO, it's not a talking person. Me, I'm a pastor. I'm a teacher. So
you're absolutely right. You are absolutely right. I love that we emphasize on the time because that's where our heading.
Oh, I'm a time conscious person. People don't really like me for time, but I'm a time conscious person. I just feel, Mr. Spille, when you say 8 o'clock, when I come 8 o'clock and you start 9, because you're waiting for other people to come 9 o'clock, you're abusing me.
Yep.
You're abusing my own time. I was thinking I want hour to do something different. Probably go on the clock and make that 1 hour money. But you say 8 o'clock, I come 8. Then you say, can we wait for other people to come? When I come 10 o'clock, then I said that 2 hours waiting for you. Logan knows me. All those that attended my chess program, they know me very well. When I think say 10 o'clock, I get 10 o'clock. We'll start 1 minute to 10. That's how I am. I respect time. I respect time. I don't like to abuse people, to take advantage of people. You can't 8 o'clock, you can't say that. Waste my year. Yeah, waste my poker. Start the program. When it's finished, when they talk a bit late, so you're finished, don't finish. The next time you call it, will count time.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the kind of count and say, hey, and everybody in my church, when I call program, hey, Pastor Lovely, I remember he late time, no. They will come on time. Looking when they will have a program, those people that will come, I say, you can march inside, I don't care. And the kid left, when the kid, they were surprised, they were like, this guy not do it again. But the one we do, 2 o'clock. 8 o'clock is 8 o'clock, my people.
Yeah, I agree.
8 o'clock for the Queen contest on Saturday night, 8 o'clock for the grand event, the indoor program that we can call indoor program, we call banquet, and the ball night is 8 o'clock. And they won't run up to 2 because, and thank God, Monday is a holiday.
Yeah.
So you can enjoy yourself. When you from there, you go sleep and enjoy yourself for the holiday. So these are the 2 activities that we are encouraging our community to turn out on the cultural and heritage aspect. The Queen contest on the 2nd, which will be on Saturday tomorrow, start at 8 to 1, and our banquet and the ball, the grand ball, start at 8. Come and see our guest speaker. Come and see. I think Zoka Wilson will be here. Other big Bassa people will be here. I think Zoka always come for the convention. I met him in Kentucky. Always come for the convention.
And just in Maryland too.
Yeah, always come for the convention. I don't know since there's Capita. I don't know whether Darius DeLon and Young Bleeding will come. I don't know. Since they are all, so tired with this
election
campaign.
process.
Yeah, campaign process. But these are people that never missed convention. These are permanent Bassa people, and come and see there. And again, we have our dynamic board chair, Mr. Tuma, that's already in town. We have our honorable national president, Abraham Williams, and vice president we have Reverend Joseph Reese. They all will be here. Come and see good Bassa people. Come and see brilliant Bassa people, and you can connect. I think Mr. Reese had a printing press, and you know, want to printing stuff. You can connect there. You can connect. And I want to see him to base a contact with him for my church material. He do printing of a lot of different stuff. So, and that would be some of our benefit as member of Europa. We'll get a discount there. So, you know, so so yeah. So
Go ahead, Professor.
Come and see Bassa people, yeah. Come and see, and
So,
look,
a lot of times we
Go ahead.
say program come on time. The programs themselves are never timed. So you got a speaker that you never get a time to, and you told the speaker to speak. That speaker get up there to speak for 2 hours. That runs into whatever activities you have. But because you already have a plan, you continue to carry on, forgetting to know that you invited people to come on time. But your whole program after they get there is not timed. How are you going to rectify this part?
Yeah,
I think Unova is an organized organization. I saw, as I said, I did go to the Maryland convention. I was in Kentucky. What I saw in Kentucky, Tara Dillon will give you time, and you stuck within his time. Okay, and most often for me, I'll show example when I'm giving someone time to speak, and I think I give you 30 minutes. I give you 25 minutes. Like my guest speaker for my program at the church, he asked me, say, how long you want me to speak for? I said 25 minutes. He said, thank you. 25 minutes because I knew the program to start when I wanted it to end, and the 25 minutes fit in my time. And Logan was there, we stop exact 4 o'clock.
Yep.
He said 4. Start 4. That's it. 4 o'clock, you're already working all the house now to go and eat. But the program was done. So I think the guest speaker has been given time, and because I saw what happened in Kentucky.
Yeah. Judah Tonesis. We
Yeah.
have to be clapping for the speaker to leave. The speaker can leave. He's still reading.
and then and a person and a guest speaker, and most guest speaker always ask you how long you want me to speak for. They will all anybody that serve as a guest speaker, they will always ask that question. When I'm a guest speaker, the white fellow asked me, "Hey, Pastor Law, how long do you want me to speak for?" I said 25 minutes. He said, "Good." And he timed himself exact 25 minutes.
Yeah.
You were off the topic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're powerful
because he saw me. We started on time. Yeah. So it was like, okay, the guy, you rather respect time. So I had to respect it 25 minutes. Okay.
I admire him too.
Yeah. So I believe strongly that the national has given our guest speaker a time frame to speak to us, and when she listening, I know she will follow that identical time, and we'll have a fun time. And understand me, and Mr. Spiley, the jolly can be more than all the other one. Everyone go for the jolly, so they want clear all the aspect of quick. Then people go and start to enjoy themselves. Okay, with the ball and everything, to show the climax of the convention. So we will be on top of things when it comes to time. Again, and I will be there as the board chair of Indiana. We hosting it because the way we host it, the next time we'll call you, y'all will come. If we're not doing it correct, the next time y'all will not want to come. So we'll tell them, this how we do it here. So your father how we do it here. So that next time when you're coming here, people want to come. If you're not doing it correctly, the next time people will not come, you will not blame us. So I know they will follow. We are the host. So whatsoever we tell them, they are going to follow because we are the host.
They follow our lead.
Right. I agree. And to buttress what that the Lord said, Sunday going to be colorful. And we know from our 2 different occasions, we saw our Bassa women and other Liberian women and men came all well dressed, and it was beautiful. We saw all of our women. Our women were beautiful, gorgeous, in a long gown. And the Bassa people, they are good looking people. I think you guys know that. So the Bassa people, they are good.
they dressing on by. You can't be in a bazaar one hour dressing down. I want just take it off. Just take it off. Take it off. Because they'll come
You know, we got
with a BB hair tie. Man, look,
exactly.
Mr. Philly, when you come there, you will enjoy it. Look, the
You
women
will.
can really, really dress. I'm telling you.
Yeah, you know, I gotta spice it up for you, Professor Pele. The Bassa women will be there, and also other Liberian women. But trust me, the Bassa people, they are well, good-looking people, and we know that. We the Bassa people, we know that. Let me just brag a little bit.
Yeah, I think you guys will not be able to distinguish Professor Pity from the rest of the people because you love to wear her African clothes too. So you're
Good. So that would be great. But with that being said, come over. I think that the Lord just emphasized he covered the whole 9 yard. But it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Saturday will be great. The Queen contest will be there in full, making sure we bring our Queen back home. She's already here and she's gonna possess her crown. And Sunday is gonna be great. We're emphasizing again. Let me just add my word to Pastor Lord. Be on time, please. We cannot embarrass ourselves. We are the host. If we are there on time, the other people will follow through.
It's true.
So I think people are going to follow our footstep. And Pastor Lord, I think we, the board member, we will have to put more emphasis on that. But the one I saw in Maryland, it was well unique and organized, and everything was precise. So I expecting that because I think that's how the pastor organized the program. The one in Kentucky means the one in Kentucky was the same. So I know it's not going to be any different here.
Yeah.
Because the assembly coordinate all of those programs. It's not like the chapter taking over. The assembly have a structure in place for the program. So it's always precise when it comes to the presentation. So I know it's going to be great. But with that being said, we got people that will be coming on. Pastor Lord emphasize on that. Come with your booth on Sunday. We know we'll be having some good football match that will be able to fun to have a lot of fun. Come and see some of the best players. I know Fede may play for, I don't know what old timer or young timer.
Because we play for the trophy, so I need that.
Professor Fede, I think I emphasize on that for Fede. Is he an old timer? I don't know. I'll leave that with him.
If you see him playing, you will be scared because I'm telling you, he knows what's up.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
All right, for that, I will have to distribute whether he's an old timer and new timer with fire protest.
Yeah, because I saw that trophy today. I see that trophy cannot go. That trophy got to stay in the old timer cover.
You see that?
Yeah.
Well, I know Race Basic, our dynamic president for the school, maybe nothing less than 3 goals. So that one is promising. So we can see that coming. But with that being said, we will be having fun. The Bassa people will be outside. We'll be having a lot of fun. So we trying to make sure everybody show up, everybody come and support the Bassa people, and we'll be there to support you as well. This is one body. We are the Hoosier. There is no Bassa, Pettit, Loma in the Hoosier state. We are Liberian within the Hoosier state. We support each other. And that's what we are known for in the Hoosier state. That's why we are all family oriented. So we expecting all of our people to come out, come to the Queen contest on that day, come and support our dynamic Queen. Let's keep the trophy, let's keep the crown within Indianapolis, Indiana. The trophy, the old timer cannot take that trophy away. We're going to take it. Because number one, we're going to fire protest before the game start. Because Fede is not old timer, we're going to check it, boom. So we got to make sure without fire protest way early before the game start.
And just to add, just to recap everything. The convention is not just for us to gather; it's also meant for us to raise funds to be able to carry on some projects that have been started. So, as I said, Indiana want to raise the highest fund ever in the history of UNOBOA.
Yeah.
And for me, when anytime about I like it to be special. So, and I know we can do it through the help of the community, through the help of the Liberian people here. I know we can do it. It's not just because it's a Bassa thing, but understand that people coming from almost 21 states coming here to the Liberian community. And not just to the Bassa people, but to the Liberian community. So we want you all turning up, Liberians, under the tone of our voice. Please turn out. Saturday night is from 8 to 1. The admission is $50 to enter. There are 2 events that will be going on that night, on Saturday night. We'll have the cultural heritage event and we'll have the queen contest. Come, let us support our own. She is a member of this community. Come, let us support her so that she can be proud, so that she can know she belongs to a group of Liberian here. We should not allow people from different places. We don't have anybody here to come and beat us here. We'll be more than everybody. We are the host.
Yeah.
We'll be more than the people that come in. The people that come in, I think they are 30, 40 coming from East State. No,
We
we'll
got
be
home
more than them.
advantage.
Yeah, we'll be more than them. So we can sit 5 person come from a different state or 6 person come and beat us. Who is the host of it? So Liberian, let us take out to support our own. She is part of this community. Let us come out to support her on Saturday from 8 to 1 a.m. We'll have food, we'll have drinks there. And also on Sunday, the sporting event starts at 1. It ends 5. It's a 4-hour event, 4 or 5 hour event. Right after that, everybody go home, shower, get ready, put on your best. I will tell my wife, I say, such as soon as I have not worn before, I want you to get it ready for me. For that, you know what? Something I have not worn before. I can go library every time I bring out a suit. Yeah. Something I have not worn before. I'm going to get it out because I want to be as suitably dressed.
You gotta
As
wear
the coach
red.
here.
Passport let red be new.
No, no red shoe.
I said, no red. As the
No
boat
red
here,
shoe.
we won't red.
Professor, what
We
you
won't red.
saying?
In Kentucky, our red, as well black and white and red. We're wasting that. Yeah.
But the meet and greet are not going to be red. So the red shack, you know, we have to always we can't just leave everything open. We gotta make sure we spots one of those days with red. So the meet and greet tonight, the Unabuaka members will be in the red t-shirts. So
And
for Friday,
we'll also have t-shirt sale. I just forgot that we'll have t-shirt sale. So when you come there, you can buy our t-shirt to promote us, promote the organization. It's up to the Build of Racing Funds. It's $15 per t-shirt, and you a very beautiful t-shirt that you can wear and go to work and wear in the community and go out and, you know, and showcase where you're from. Okay, it's also a means of racing fund. So that's $15 per t-shirt. And now on Sunday, as I said, the VIP is 200, couple is 100, and single is 75. To enter for the indoor program, we'll have the banquet and the ball. Food and drinks will be there. The drinks, some drinks will be there for sale, some will be there for free. So come out, and as I said, everything is geared towards us raising fund for the organization. Unambua. We just go to Unambua, but it's, the Bassa way is Unambua.
Unambua.
Yeah, the child now get big. So,
All right, Professor Billy, got any more question for them?
So that's very good that you said that, because I thought it was, you know, you need something and a meaning behind it, but it's an actual Bassa word.
Yeah. Unambua. Yeah. We just go to the American way. Unambua do it. It's Unambua.
Unambua.
Yeah, the baby not get big.
The child has grown.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's very good.
Child has grown. People not get big. The child has grown. Unambua. Yeah.
You know, every time when the child grow up, the child have to contribute back to the elderly. So, and those are they need it.
Oh yeah. The acrobat is a Bassa. It's a Bassa language. It means something. The child has grown. Yeah.
And when you see, we in Indiana, we have to the end of our own, we got on there BRCA. So it's just doing a Biaka because we're adding Indiana to it as well. So that's why you see because we have an Indiana chapter.
Okay.
Yeah. So we all form under the national, but we just have to carry, you know, boy, then we add something that distinguish us from the national. So other chapters to have yes,
you just said it a little bit different. Is it Unambua?
Unambua.
Yeah.
The child has grown.
Unambua. Okay.
Yeah. Unambua.
Yeah.
That's really nice to know that. Is that clear? Because I thought it was uni something. I was looking at it as UNR. What is the meaning of it? I was going to ask you to tell me the meaning of Unambua. And I know it's actual Bassa word.
Bassa different, yeah. Even if you bring the Bassa Bible, say you see some Bassa word, you'll be confused.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Bassa.
I'm just so thankful for this weekend for y'all. Even though our community has not come to the point where we have a calendar of events,
Mm-hmm.
where we're now doing things on top of each other. There's a wedding going on this weekend also. But I know people will come out to support Uniboa because y'all have been advertising for a minute. But
Yeah.
we know ourselves and we know how we like the free things compared to things that we have to give for. But this time around, we know it's going to be different. People will come out to support, even though there's a free event going on also in the community. So we'll be here, we'll be around looking at stuff. I really didn't plan to come to the convention or the activities because I told my family people to go and I'm going to keep the kids this weekend. So
Okay.
I gotta be babysitting. That's my own thing. But I know people who come in and I'm also be out there encouraging them to come and support. But we can stay in the back and still throw in because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it gets down to the money,
Yeah.
and whatever way we can support financially, we can do that.
Yeah.
So I'm so thankful to be on the show tonight, and I will beg to take my leave, Philip, if you don't mind.
And before you leave too, don't forget to take Pastor Law and Mr. Alvin Logan, the chair of the board of Indiana and the co-chair. So when it's sitting in the national convention with all of the board members, you be sending your latest. Yeah, please ask them about the one year too now.
Oh, you know me for that one. Now. You know me for that one. Associate member will be texting.
That'll be great. That'll be great. We need some hard questions
Then when
to
they say
ask the
Pastor,
people on the
when they say
board.
Pastor Law firing, they will say, "Ah, but when we're in Maryland, you're not doing that, though." But Professor Pele will say, "Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much." When you reach out, I say, "Well, you won't be able to make it, but I'm glad you make it here, and I'm glad you
Yeah.
asked some question outside the Bassa people thing." So
Thank
now it's
you.
not just Bassa men interviewing Bassa people, but now we have somebody who's a crew person. Though we all on the quad speaking, but at least we
Yeah.
ask a question that is relevant to the discussion. And we take that into good faith. We're going to reach
Yeah.
into the national. And tell the national now we always giving back, giving back, giving back. But what in it for us too? Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a good one. We're reaching out to them. So
Philip, how you
Professor
looking at you
Philip,
want
Thank
chops,
you,
so?
Professor.
eh?
You're welcome,
Professor.
Dr. Lord.
How you talking that you want chops, so?
Oh yeah, because right now, so I feel I got my pomodoro right now there with
The
this
man,
interview.
the man said, what in it
Tonight,
for us
tonight
too?
they've been agreed. They've been agreed. We'll be starting soon. I think they say
Yep.
8 or 8:30.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
gonna be leaving. I'll be leaving
yeah.
for your son.
So
Yeah,
so
and
let
so
so
right
let's
after
just
the
go through
program,
it. Let's just go through it
I'm
quick
about
before
to
we got
leave for
it
the
here.
meet and greet. Yeah, for the
Yep.
meet and greet.
Yeah, so those are you following us here. We got it on the screen. We have the whole itinerary here for the meet and greet. So if you can see on the screen, we have arrival of special guests from Liberia and the Americas, arrival of the national leadership and of all chapters delegates. That will be the September 1. And on
Today.
today. On the same September 1, we get convention delegates. Registration continue from 1 p.m. to 12 a.m. So it's today. So you got to do your registration today. Social net meet and greet is going to start tonight at 8 o'clock p.m. to 12 a.m. Then we have going to be at Mr. and Mrs. Chie resident, 3645 Newberry, Plainfield, Indianapolis, Plainfield, Indiana, 46168. Then tomorrow on day 2, we have business meeting and election. That will be from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Then we got cultural heritage night and queen contest. That will be from 8 p.m. to 2:30 a.m. Then day 3 on Sunday, we got convention worship service. That will be from 10:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Then we got convention sporting activities. That will be from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. So that's right. Then we have the 32nd convention banquet and ball. That will be from 8 o'clock p.m. to 2 o'clock a.m. So you have the whole dates and time for activities that we have coming up. So we will just go to our board members now, the chairman of the board and the co-chair, to give us their parting.
Okay, I will go first.
Okay. Let's start with the co-chair.
My chair will close us because he will give you all of the rundown and summarize everything. As I want to say, Philip, thank you again for hosting us tonight. It was a great show. And we also want to say thanks to Professor Pele for coming on and asking such a tough question. It was great having her on the show. She's one of the smartest in Indiana. So we applaud her coming on tonight, and I hope to have more conversation with her. But with that being said, Uniboy is in town. All road lead to Indianapolis, Indiana. Our convention starts today.
Yep.
As the chairman said over and over, emphasizing on the time, our convention starts today. Our meet and greet will be at Jeremiah Chair House, our chair, and also it will be great. Come and meet other people. Come and network with others. Come and meet the decent and intelligent hospitality Bassa people. We are unique in our characters. Come and meet us and come and meet others. We are inviting the entire Indiana to come and join us in this great convention. And also, we're having another program tomorrow, Saturday. It's going to be unique as well. With all of those conventions, we got fees. Our chairman on the board emphasized on that, on the different fees. And people are aware already as to how much to come in with. I think $50, $100, and for those that are single and ongoing. So please come and support us, but mostly on Saturday, come and support our queen. Don't just come. Come and support our queen. When you come in, please don't bring nothing less. If you are part of Uniboy, come with your pocket full. But when you come as a visiting guest to support Uniboy, please come with nothing less than $25 to put in that basket for our queen, because that crown going to live in Indianapolis. So with that being said, we also have Sunday, and Sunday program will be great. We have the culture on there. We have our, I think, no, the culture will be on Saturday, I think so, if I'm not mistaken. But
Sunday will be the worship service, the conventional sporting activities, and the ball.
Sunday we'll have the worship service in the morning. Those that can make it, please be there. And the sporting activities, we'll have some great people on our field. We hope nobody get injured. We'll be fasting and praying for everybody that will be playing on that day. You go want to make sure you get your shoe on your feet. And I hope my brother, my own self friend, Richard, put his foot in his shoe to come for that convention. As he promised, he's going to squeeze it in somehow. But we're hoping he'll be there swinging. But you're not going to be on the field, Richard, so you got to be on the sideline. At least you can be the coach for the day on Sunday. But the ball itself, the Bassa people be ready. They will be there. They will be in the suits. They will be in the higher height. As I said earlier, the Bassa people are one of the good-looking people in Liberia. Come and see some of us and come and see our hospitality. We are brilliant people. I always told people, Liberia has a lot of big brains, and we cannot underestimate ourselves. We are brilliant people. We are very intelligent people, Liberians. And among those brilliant people and big brains, they are the Bassa people. That's why you always see us, when you see our elders back in the day, they have the pen in the pocket. There is no way you see a Bassa elder walking back in the days with all that blue, black, and yellow or red pen in his pocket. So it tells you that we are very intelligent, and we are here again to tell all of the Bassa people in Indiana and all of our neighbors to join us and celebrate this great convention. Philip, it was a great show, and we thank you so much for hosting us and spotlighting our great convention. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That's the voice of the CEO of Assure Residential and Consultant and the co-chair on the Bassa Association Board. So we're going to go to the chairman, Dr. Pastor Samuel Yukonje Lord. Pastor, let's get your
thank you.
Your co-chair can't even leave right now because you think I will kidnap you. So
I can't leave.
I think co-chair and CEO has already give us a whole rundown. So my own thing I want to do here, I want to do a little bit different.
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Okay. We want to invite all our other organizations we have here. We want to take this time to say this is an open invitation. I know you guys already received one, But again, we want to re-emphasize the invitation you have received. The LDR, the Young Men Association, the Sister Love, and all the different groups we have here, the Bon County Association, the Cape Martinique Association, and all other associations we have here. We want to say, please come out and support us on Saturday and Sunday, as the CEO has already gave us the whole rundown what will happen on Saturday, what will happen on Sunday. Don't forget, Saturday event admission is $50 for $50 to enter here. $50. VIP is $100, and kids $10. So that is that. For the Sunday event, we have VIP 200, couple 100, single 75. We'll have our t-shirts there for sale, and come. We'll have drinks there for sale. We'll have some for free. So come and celebrate with us. And everyone in the Liberia community is invited. Before we close, let me say a big thank you first to our convention committee.
Yeah.
Everything that you'll be seeing there beginning today until Sunday, there are people that never rested on their feet. The chairman, Mr. Jeremiah Chie,
Yep.
worked assiduously, wow, to make this what you see on today, beginning today to Sunday, a success. And not forgetting the co-chair, our first lady, Thelma Bassa. She has done more than well, both of them. And all the convention committee that I will not be able to name, all the VP of Power, who is the overseer of that convention committee, and the secretary, and everyone want to say thank you. Thank you. Not forgetting the board members. The few times we had a lot of hitches here, and we have meeting almost every day. 2 hours, 3 hours, making sure to cross all the T, and that's all they are. Co-chair, thank you. Sis Fasia, thank you. Pastor Wade, thank you. Mr. Bayou, thank you for giving us your time. Everything you're going to see happening today, it took people to work to make it happen. Even today, we're still trying to clamor something today. Even we're flying here and there. As our CEO, like, but the president has everyone here. He reply, I'm working on it. And then it's not easy. Now we know how the host convention is hard. But by the help of God, we were able to get everything that we needed. And everything is on course. Come and just have fun and enjoy yourself. Also to the national have our own group that were helping the local to plan. So once to the national, Pastor Reeves, the vice president, and all those that are helped to bring the convention the way it is. We are so excited. From here, I'm going to get ready to go for the meet and greet and to see new faces and make some friends. And then we'll get ready for tomorrow. Again, thank you, Logan, for giving us your platform. My man, whenever we call upon you, you're always there to help the community. And want to say thank you. And we are saying these things. And it will not go unnoticed. Trust me. It's not going to go unnoticed. Trust me, it's not going to go unnoticed. We are marking it down. We're taking notes.
Sorry. We're marking it down. Yeah, that's true. Oh, sorry. I think you are muted, Dr. Law. But thank you so much, Dr. Law, and thanks to Mr. Alvin Logan as well. We look forward to seeing you guys tonight at the
Yep.
ball. Let me say
We're about to leave. You guys got to drive almost 1 hour, so I got to start going.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Dr. Law. Until we meet again. All right. So that was the voice of Dr. Samuel Yugon J. Law, the chairman of the board of directors, the United Bassa Association in Indiana, the Indiana chapter, and Mr. Alvin Logan, entrepreneur, CEO, Assure Residential and Consultant. He's the co-chair on that committee. And also to all of those who work tirelessly to make this program a success. We cannot go without recognizing some of you people. So the UNIWA 2023 National Convention Working Committee members. So we say thanks to the first person is Mr. Joseph Reeves, chairperson, Mr. Jeremiah Chie, the host chair, Mrs. Martha George Toole, national first co-chair, Mr. Joshua K. Power, national second co-chair, Abraham Williams, national president, Reverend Sifa Davis, Mr. Rhys W. Bassa, the president of the Indiana chapter, Mr. Richard P. Boya, Mrs. Thelma Basigia, Miss Facia Hilton, Mr. Rufus Water, Mr. Sanson Sike, Mrs. Denise Benson William, Unibois First Lady, Mrs. Rosetta Logan, Mr. Daniel Moore, Mr. MacArthur D, Mr. Waxing Topi, Mrs. Nadi Richie, Reverend Jelena Johnson, Mrs. Mami Kila, Mrs. Tene Powell, Mr. Anthony Dupe, Mr. Romeo Weir, Mrs. Olivia Johnson, Mr. Emmanuel Riley, Mr. Charles Howard, Mr. Stephen Buller, Mr. Elton Ta, Mrs. Harriet Bryan, Mr. Samuel Sickett, Mr. Sabato Nimle, Mrs. Vesa Holder Smith, Dr. Clarice Kula, Mrs. Sine Fambule, Mr. Abraham Harris, Mrs. Jenny Rees, Mrs. Massa Smith, Mrs. Rose Avon Haynes, Mr. Abenigo Mayor, Mrs. Lisma Sike, Mrs. Tene Power, Mrs. Wemo Boya, Mrs. Wangin Avdo. No. Anyway, that one it was Mrs. Mrs. Sabah Sasa Chie, Mrs. Sano Lord, Mrs. Orita Ta Smith, Miss Sarah Juto, Mrs. Harriet Bryan, Mrs. Sange Julia, Mrs. Abigail Benson, Mrs. Samar Logan, Mrs. Lucinda Joko Neme, Mrs. Rebecca McGill, Mrs. Hannah James, Mrs. Mamin Kila, Mrs. Malon Wia, Mrs. Sata Dupe, Mrs. Marietta Willie, Mrs. Matasin Topi, Miss Sanson Sipe, Mrs. Denise Benson William. I think their names are repeating. Some of the names here are repeating. But all of those who been with this when it comes to the national convention have been working tirelessly. We want to say thank you. And your efforts are commendable. We are proud of you people. We are about to see some great work from your hands. And we appreciate you people. We look forward to incorporating more by students and those of other people who stay on the fence and would love to do more. We have 3 days activities. We have the first day, the second day, the third day, and you see here the itinerary here. On the first day, we have the arrival of guests. Tonight's the meet and greet. Tomorrow we have a basic day registration continue. So tomorrow going to be business meeting, election, cultural heritage. So I think to be eligible for the election, you got to go and register. So you got to go and register to be able to participate if you want to. Then on day 3 will be worship service and sporting activities on Sunday. And the good thing about the sporting activities, because Monday is a national holiday, and I can rest assure you this trophy going to stay right in Indiana here. This trophy is not going outside Indiana. So the Bassa people, you ain't carrying anything about. So you're just rest assured we're gonna play for it. And don't forget, we have the Queen, Queen Rebecca McGill, the Indiana Queen. She'll be representing Indiana. So she already been our queen all through. Then now we're coming go go to Queen Contest. Currently, I have opened my cash box. My wife know it. I'm checking all the quarters. I'm taking it to Walmart now and to go turn it into notes. So it's a matter of must that my Rebecca going to walk away with this. So I want to say to all of you who join us here for the first time, I want to say thank you for joining us. Those of you who always been joining us, we want to say thanks for always joining us. We look forward to seeing you again here on Tuesday. Tuesday, we're going to have a whole very, very much great conversation because the conversation will be centered around sporting activities. We'll be talking about the soccer academy that are geared to improving the skills of young children. And Mr. Samba Tamba will be here. Tamba Samba, sorry. Mr. Tamba Sama will be here to talk about youth development when it comes to soccer, and there will be scouting on young children who would love to be part of the program. So if you have your children from age 13 years as well, please be part of this program because we'll be looking for kids who want to be part of the program. They got all the things coming up. They're teaching them about the scholarship and all the things. So be part of the program on Tuesday. Tama will be here on Tuesday to talk more about soccer. We'll be talking soccer on Tuesday. We're talking about the young children as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for being here today. We can't go through all of the promo we have here, but we will rest assured we'll do our best. If you're just joining us, don't forget you are on the Logan's Hour. Okay, until we meet again, we want to say bye bye. Don't forget to lock your door and peace.